ZOTAC GeForce RTX 3080 AMP Holo opinion. NVIDIA places the GeForce RTX 3080 between the two latest models, GeForce RTX 3070 and GeForce RTX 3080. The 3080 can look forward to a GA102 graphics chip, GA102 200KDA1, which, however, has been trimmed a little compared to the flagship. The 28 billion transistors help the GeForce model to produce 68 streaming multiprocessors, which in turn is equivalent to a total of 8,704 ALUs, CUDA cores. For comparison, the flagship RTX 3090 can fall back on a total of 10,496 units. The number of RT cores corresponds to 68. The tensor cores at 272 are also slightly reduced compared to the GeForce RTX 3090. This GeForce RTX 3000 variant is supplemented by a 320-bit wide memory interface for connecting GDDR6X memory, which with 10 GB in the Founders Edition has a solid size and therefore also offers potential for high resolutions. Nevertheless, the RTX 3090 is a completely different house number with a whopping 24 GB, and the RTX 3080 Ti also has another 2 GB more to offer with 12 GB. Compared to the Turing-based GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, the new RTX 3080 has to do without a gigabyte of memory, but works at 760 GB, with a significantly higher memory throughput than its predecessor, RTX 2080 Ti, 616 GB. After we have examined the GeForce RTX 3080 from manufacturer ZOTAC in detail on the previous pages, we now come to a final conclusion of the test. In the past few months we have already tested all models of the GeForce RTX 3000 family, and with the AMP graphics card from ZOTAC, another custom design has now found its way into our test lab. Especially due to the overclocking Xworks, the matching software tools and the extravagant hollow black cooling, a look at the card was definitely worth it. In the practical test, the ZOTAC offspring was able to score, as expected, with high performance in almost all areas. The GeForce RTX 3080 can show its full performance potential, especially at high resolutions, which makes smooth 4K gaming possible. A point of criticism, however, remains the relatively meager memory expansion of just 10 GB, which does not seem up to date compared to the 24 GB of the RTX 3090. We liked the custom model from ZOTAC very much in the test, and thanks to the additional 60 MHz Xworks boost clock, it can also score points in the corresponding performance ranking, see below. With regard to the temperatures, the hollow black cooling on the graphics card works extremely well and keeps the GPU at a maximum of 77 degrees Celsius even under full load. However, this is at the expense of the noise development, because with around 45 decibels, the ZOTAC test person clearly draws attention to himself. If you want to optimize this even further, you can do this with the Firestorm utility. Positive, the fans stop in desktop or 2D mode, freeze fan stop. The overall height of 2.5 or 3 slots needs to be taken into account during assembly, whereby NVLink is not an issue for the RTX 3080. Currently, the ZOTAC GeForce RTX 3080 AMP Holo is only rarely listed at relevant online retailers and price comparison portals. Source, Gazels.da, status, 09/2021, but should change hands for around €1,500, 3-year guarantee period or 5 years when registering after purchase within 28 days, and did so around 3-4 weeks ago. In terms of price, performance ratio, the card is, typically for a high-end model, in the lower part of the corresponding ranking, see page 20 of the test. ZOTAC also offers other RTX 3080 models, and those who can do without a few additional Xworks can get the GeForce RTX 3080 Trinity Octal HR from around €1,250, for example. As has been the case since the first day of the Ampere generation, it is still worth taking a look at the various price comparison portals and checking the current street prices. If you are willing to spend well over €1,000, you can buy the ZOTAC AMP Holo without hesitation.